Get ready with me while we talk about signs I had undiagnosed ADHD in school. So first I need to talk about how I would make the most careless mistakes all of the time. And these are mistakes where it's like I knew what the answer should be or I would know what to do and I just didn't for no good reason. I remember on tests I would pretty routinely just miss entire questions or entire pages. And it's so frustrating because it was stuff where I literally knew the answer and I just completely missed over it or I just didn't check my work. That's one thing. I would literally never check my work because it was boring to reread it after I'd already been working on it for so long. On a similar note of things being boring, I pretty rarely did homework, like unless it was something that we had to submit, I would not do it. And I remember my mom being like, oh, your friend's mom was saying that her kid is just doing homework all the time, which is so confusing because you never do homework. And I was like, yeah, I never do it. That doesn't mean I never get it. My stuff was also like super chaotic and disorganized all of the time. My bag was a mess. My pencil case was a mess. Everything was a complete mess. And I would say it's like 50-50 between I forgot to bring whatever I needed to bring to class. Like I actually forgot, or I was just saying I forgot because I didn't do it. When it did come to assignments, I would very often be doing them the night before. I remember there was one time we had to have read an entire book for class the next day because we were going to do work on it, and I did not read the book. And I was like sitting in my room crying while reading this book because I needed to read a whole 300-page book in a day. When it came to actually being in class, like I was always the really quiet, shy kid. Like teachers loved having me in their class, but I remember on the inside I was so focused on looking focused because I was terrified of getting in trouble, but often like daydreaming or mind wandering or looking out the window. When a teacher would give verbal instructions for something, they would just fall out of my brain basically instantly. I would honestly be trying to listen because I was scared that I wouldn't know what to do. But if they weren't written down anywhere, like that was just gone. And I really relied on other people remembering what we were supposed to be doing when we split into groups, or if it was something that we just needed to be doing by ourselves. I would always be like asking other people around me or kind of looking at what they're doing to hopefully get some clues. Reflecting back on my experience, those are a bunch of the things that I feel like were really just my ADHD giving me a hard time. Now I am an ADHD coach for students, so if these sound like you and you want some support, I would love to help you out. You can learn more in my bio.